Close your eyes for a moment and imagine this. The air grows still, the sky feels heavier, and though everything around you seems unchanged, deep inside you know something is stirring. The calendar says September is ending, October is beginning, but your soul knows this is more than the turning of a page. There is a shift in the unseen, a vibration you cannot name, yet you feel it pulsing in the marrow of your being. You've been sensing it, haven't you? That restlessness that wakes you in the middle of the night, the sudden quiet that wraps itself around you, even in a crowded room, the way conversations that once filled your heart now leave you empty. Something has changed, and though you can't explain it to anyone else, you know this truth. You are no longer the same. This is not coincidence. This is not imagination. This is the call of the unseen, the gentle hand of the universe reaching into your life, loosening your grip on what once felt permanent. Friendships are fading, attachments are dissolving, habits are slipping from your grasp. And though part of you mourns their loss, another part whispers that perhaps this is not loss at all. Perhaps this is the first breath of your transformation. The chosen ones, those who walk the path of awakening, are always led here to this very threshold, a place where solitude becomes the teacher, where silence becomes the guide, where the old self is stripped away to make room for the new. You are not alone in this experience, even if right now it feels as though the world has turned its back on you. This is the sacred passage that every awakened soul must walk. The loneliness is not rejection, it is initiation. Listen closely. Can you hear it? Beneath the noise of ordinary life, beneath the endless distractions, there is a hum, a resonance, a cosmic drumbeat guiding you forward. It grows stronger as the equinox passes, as the balance between light and darkness tilts, as the veil between worlds begins to thin. This is why your spirit feels unsettled, because it is awakening to the deeper truth hidden behind the veil. The days ahead are not just ordinary days. October carries with it the energy of thresholds, of gateways, of endings that make way for beginnings. To the unawakened, it will feel like just another month. But to you, the chosen one, it is the moment where the unseen becomes undeniable. Every shift you feel inside, every release you are being asked to surrender to, is part of the preparation for what is coming. So do not turn away from the solitude. Do not fear the silence. Instead, step into it with open eyes and an open heart. For within the quiet, you will begin to hear the true voice of your soul. Within the stillness, you will discover that you were never abandoned. You were being set apart, refined, purified, and made ready. Stay with me, because in the journey we are about to take together, you will understand why you feel the way you do, why friends have faded, why attachments have loosened, and why your path has led you here. This is not the end of your story. It is the sacred unfolding of who you were always meant to be. The shift has already begun, and you are right where destiny has placed you. As September closes its final chapter and October gently unfolds, a subtle yet powerful energy begins to stir across the unseen realms. The veil between what we know and what we are meant to become grows thinner, and those who walk the path of awakening, the ones who carry the fire of remembrance within, are beginning to feel its call. There is no announcement of trumpets, no grand spectacle in the outer world. Instead, the shift reveals itself in quiet ways, a restlessness in the heart, an uneasiness with old patterns, a whisper urging you to let go of what no longer fits the soul you are becoming. You may have noticed it already, the sense that habits you once leaned on have lost their weight, that attachments that once defined you now dissolve into the mist. Friends who once felt like home may now feel distant. Conversations that once brought joy may now ring hollow. This is not abandonment, nor is it punishment. It is initiation. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, is unweaving the old threads that tethered you to who you once were, making space for the new fabric of your higher self to be woven. The chosen ones, the spiritually awake, the souls who carry both light and burden, are often led into solitude not because they are unworthy of companionship, but because silence is where the sacred instructions can be heard. In solitude, the external noise fades, and the subtle vibrations of guidance rise within. Loneliness, though it stings, is the vessel of transformation. It empties you of the world so that you can be filled with the divine. And so, as October begins, the solitude many of you are experiencing is not a sign that life is against you, but that life is preparing you. The old is falling away because it cannot follow you into what you are becoming. If you've made it this far, don't forget to subscribe for daily cosmic insights, astrology updates, and spiritual guidance, because the universe always has a message for you. This moment is not random. Energetically, the end of September and the dawn of October have always carried transitional power. The earth itself shifts, the balance of light and darkness tilts, cycles of harvest and release move through all creation. What happens in nature is mirrored in the soul. Just as trees shed their leaves to conserve energy for the winter, so too are you shedding relationships, identities, and habits that are no longer aligned with your higher path. This is not loss, it is release. The branches are bare not because life has ended, but because a deeper life waits in the unseen roots. Trust the process. What seems like endings are simply portals disguised. Perhaps you have felt misunderstood by those around you. Perhaps you've tried to explain the strange yearning, the desire to pull away from meaningless distractions, the call to seek something deeper, and you have been met with blank stares or dismissive laughter. But hear this. You are not broken for feeling this way. You are not lost. You are awakening. The reason others cannot walk with you right now is because their journey is not yet aligned with yours. Their frequency resonates with another chapter, and yours is shifting to a higher octave. The separation is not cruelty, it is sacred timing. The universe knows that to lift you into your true frequency, certain weights must fall away. And so, the people and patterns that no longer serve your highest purpose are quietly dissolving, even if your heart resists their departure. There is pain in letting go, yes, but within that pain, there is also sacred fire. Pain burns away the illusions of permanence and forces the soul to cling to what is eternal. What you are losing is temporary. What you are gaining is timeless. Every moment you feel the ache of solitude, you are actually being prepared to meet yourself more deeply than you ever have before. In the quiet of isolation, you begin to hear the voice of the divine echo more clearly. In the stillness of being alone, you begin to sense the vast company of unseen guides, ancestors, and higher beings walking beside you. Though the human eyes may see emptiness, the spiritual eye sees multitudes. This shift is not about external validation, it is about inner alignment. The universe is pulling you away from shallow waters, guiding you to dive into the depths. The superficial conversations, the shallow friendships, the repetitive cycles, they no longer feed the soul that has tasted truth. You are being drawn toward authenticity, toward relationships that vibrate at the frequency of your higher self. This is why solitude comes first, to clear the noise, to empty the vessel, to prepare you for what is to come. Imagine a chalice filled with stagnant water. It must first be poured out before fresh, living water can fill it. That is what this time is. A pouring out, a cleansing, a reset. Do not resist the solitude. Do not fear the quiet. For in this quiet, your true power awakens. Your intuition sharpens, your spiritual sight clears, your heart becomes attuned to the subtle whispers of destiny. The attachments that once felt necessary now fall away because they were never your true foundation. They were scaffolding, temporary supports for the construction of your soul. But the structure is rising now, and the scaffolding must be removed. What remains is stronger, truer, eternal. As October begins, the spiritual veil is thinner. Dreams carry messages, synchronicities increase, and the feeling that something greater is stirring beneath the surface intensifies. You may notice the time on the clock aligning, 11:11, 2:22, 4:44, reminding you that the divine is close. You may feel a sudden wave of emotion, a surge of knowing without explanation. Trust it. These are not coincidences. They are signals that the universe is speaking to you in its own language. To those who are spiritually awake, the mundane becomes infused with meaning. Every bird that crosses your path, every gust of wind, every song that suddenly plays on the radio is a message encoded just for you. Pay attention. The guidance you seek is already surrounding you. The loneliness, too, is encoded with wisdom. In the silence of isolation, you begin to face yourself fully. No distractions, no false mirrors, only the raw reflection of your soul. And in that reflection, you will discover not only your wounds, but also your strength. The journey of the chosen one has always been marked by solitude. Prophets, sages, mystics, all were led into the wilderness before their purpose was revealed. Their solitude was not punishment, it was preparation. You too are being prepared. Every tear, every sigh, every moment you wonder if you will ever feel truly understood, these are the chisels of the divine sculpting you into who you must become. Let us speak now of attachments. Humans cling to familiarity because it feels safe. We wrap ourselves in patterns, habits, and relationships like blankets, even when they suffocate us. But the spiritual path demands surrender. You cannot step into your highest calling while carrying the baggage of your lowest attachments. That is why the universe intervenes. That is why you feel the grip loosening now. What you once called comfort was in truth a cage. What you once called friendship may have been an anchor. And though it hurts to see these ties dissolve, you will one day look back and see them as necessary releases. The soul cannot soar when it is tethered. The cords must be cut so that your wings can open. October is not just another month. It is an energetic gateway, a turning of the wheel. It is the season of balance, day and night, life and death, seen and unseen. It is the month when veils thin and truth reveals itself more freely. For the chosen ones, this means heightened sensitivity, deeper dreams, and an unshakable awareness that the old world is slipping away. Do not cling to what is leaving. Bless it, release it, and turn your eyes toward what is arriving. The universe never takes without giving. Every friendship that fades, every attachment that falls away, is making space for soul family, for divine alignment, for connections that honor who you truly are. You are not losing friends, you are losing illusions. You are not being abandoned, you are being upgraded. And though the process feels heavy, the outcome will be radiant. Imagine the butterfly clinging to its cocoon, trembling as the walls begin to split. To the butterfly, it may feel like destruction. To the universe, it is transformation. That is where you are now. The breaking, the splitting, the trembling. Soon, the wings that were always within you will unfold. Solitude is the cocoon. Transformation is the struggle. Flight is the destiny. So, as September fades and October awakens, remember this: you are not alone, even when you feel isolated. You are part of a vast, unseen family of light, all undergoing their own transformations, all being guided through their own initiations. The reason you feel alone is because your frequency is shifting to meet theirs. Soon, like rivers converging, your paths will intertwine. The solitude is temporary. The connection is eternal. Trust that the ones who are meant to walk beside you will find you, not in your old frequency, but in the new one you are stepping into. This is a sacred season. Let the old fall away. Allow the silence to teach you. Welcome the signs, the dreams, the whispers of the universe. You are being prepared for something greater than you can yet imagine. The loneliness is not emptiness, it is spaciousness. It is the clearing of the field before the seeds of destiny are planted. Stand strong, dear soul. Walk with faith. The shift is already underway, and you are exactly where you are meant to be. And so, as you sit in this silence, as you walk through this sacred in-between, know that the very loneliness you feel is the whisper of your becoming. The world may tell you that solitude is emptiness, but the universe knows it as the chamber of transformation. You are not being left behind. You are being set apart. And soon, those who vibrate at the frequency of your new light will be drawn to you effortlessly, as stars find their constellations in the night sky. October has only just opened its gate. The energies that now ripple through the unseen will grow stronger, and with them, the clarity of your purpose. The question is not whether change is coming. It already has. The question is, will you resist it, or will you surrender to its flow? Stay watchful. Stay open. The signs will continue to come, the synchronicities will grow louder, and the path ahead will be revealed step by step. For now, breathe into the stillness, honor the release, and trust the unfolding. This is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of the chapter you were born to live. And when the veil thins even more in the days ahead, you will see what all this solitude was preparing you for. The universe is not taking from you. It is giving you the gift of your true self, and that is a gift no one can take away.